So in the first iteration, we set up the basic shark movement. We set the shark up so that when the green flag is pressed, that forever he turns to point towards my mouse pointer and then moves 3 steps toward my mouse pointer. And so we get a really nice ability for him to sort of follow the cursor around on the screen. He doesn't jump too fast. He just sort of, Jaws-like moves toward my cursor. But the problem we discovered right at the end was that when he catches my cursor, that he does this little thrash around, and that's a problem, and we want to fix that problem. In order to fix that problem, we have to sort of understand why the problem even exists. And this is a little bit tricky until you hear it explained to you, and then it makes complete and utter sense. Here's the idea that I want you to think about. Like right now, if I were to look at how far the shark is from my mouse pointer, we might say that he's 30 pixels away. And so we're going to point toward the mouse pointer, and we're going to move 3 steps toward the mouse pointer. And when he does that, he'd end up 27 pixels away. And so we'd come on the forever loop, and we'd say, do it again, and eventually we're going to get to the point where the shark is right close to my mouse pointer. Suppose that the shark is 2 pixels away from my cursor, right, from the mouse pointer. Well, I tell him to turn toward the mouse pointer. He's 2 pixels away from the mouse pointer, but I tell him to take 3 steps. And so what happens is he takes 2 steps to get to the mouse pointer, and the 3rd step moves him beyond the mouse pointer. And so now he's on the other side of my mouse pointer. And so then the forever loop says turn to point toward the mouse pointer. So he turns back to the left. He takes 3 steps. The first step catches the mouse pointer, and then 2 more steps move him further away from the mouse pointer. The problem is I really only want to move 3 steps when I'm further than 3 steps away from the cursor. And so we want to actually ask that question. We want to say only move if in fact I am more than 3 steps away from the mouse. So how do we do that? Well, we can go in sensor, and we can actually look at the distance. Okay, so again, there's a bunch of stuff in here that until you need it, it doesn't make a ton of sense. But we want to know how far it is from the shark to the mouse pointer. If that distance is greater than 3, so if the distance to the mouse pointer is greater than 3, then take 3 steps. But as soon as you are no longer 3 units, more than 3 units away, right? When you get to 2 steps or 1 step away, or even you're right there, then no longer move. And so we can actually get it now so that he just catches the mouse and comes to a complete stop, right? Perfect. That's what we want for this iteration. We want him to follow the mouse around and look nice. All right, now we've got the basic movement of the shark down. Now we need to worry about the basic movement of the fish that the shark is trying to eat. So in the next video, we'll look at the next iteration and moving the fish.